best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the aping.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them. Combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight ends right. Leopard!
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gone! All right, here we go. 319! 319! Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Henry's got it out on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Gordon on first down, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath for Gordon. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get him down. But he does reach the 5. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Leopard, leopard.
Wide, get wide.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, lucky 56. Blue 90. Gun, gun, 90. Gun, gun.
Go this way, Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's getting it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ace, ace,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Throw! Guys, check me out. Throw! Z! Hold on!
Mahomes to throw on second down. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Z! Hey, check. Throw!
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Throw! 57's the mark.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Dorsett. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. sneak. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Patrick Mahomes, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now Dorsett. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now it's Dorsett, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gone, 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 gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. 56. 319. Gone, gone. 319. Hold on.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here we go now. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And this completes a Henry over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Slam.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Leopard!
Go deep. Double tight. 4 down. Check.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
4 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun. 3-19. Gun.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him build another one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are back within a score. And now it's blocked. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice little juke. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Corey Legion able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Keep 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Right back to him with a first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Patriots, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Okay, you better. Look. Down. Down. Look at you go. Okay, you bumming. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bubbling. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is amazing, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the brand on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it